The sleepy, idyllic town of Mistress Glen is home to a predator. A beast walks the outskirts, silent yet deadly. Who will fall prey to its nightmarish stench? This is Mysteries of the Verdant Valley.
A hearty welcome to everyone listening in across the Mycelium network all throughout the Verdant Valley and beyond. My name is Herb, and I'm joined by my best friend and co-host, Bud.
Well, howdy, y'all. My name is Crygglinnexerflump Buddlicker. That's a bit of a mouthful for folks who ain't a deep gnome like me, so you could just call me Bud. Now, all you listeners out there are probably wondering one thing. What exactly is Mysteries of the Verdant Valley? Herb, would you care to tell these fine folks what we are doing here?
Of course, Bud. Mysteries of the Verdant Valley is an investigative phone cast dedicated to uncovering the truth about a legendary cryptid. A horrifically fascinating beastie that is rumored to be terrorizing the Verdant Valley and our quaint little town of Mistress Glen.
Now, Herb, I know what a cryptid is, and you know what a cryptid is, but for the folks out there who maybe don't, could you explain to them what is a cryptid?
All a cryptid is some sort of creature that we have yet to experience some sort of interaction with.
Yeah.
A creature that hasn't yet been proven to exist.
Okay, that's it. That's pretty straightforward. Yeah, not too hard. But what is the difference between a cryptid and a monster in a world that's just chock full of monsters?
Oh, well, that's a very good question, because you and I, we've seen a lot of the world. We've seen a lot of monsters. But what we haven't seen is an undiscovered species.
An undiscovered species. Yeah. Okay, so when a cryptid is proven to be a real thing, it goes from being an undocumented creature to a known monster. That it?
Exactly. But, they're not always monsters. For example, at one time, bugbears and turtle folks, like me, were considered cryptids.
Hang on, turtle folks were considered cryptids?
Oh yeah, plenty of people knew about turtles of all shapes and sizes, but we of the more, shall we say, communicative variety were largely isolated from other populations for most of Psygean history. I'll have to tell you sometime about the bugbear discovery, though, because it's pretty interesting and really violent.
Oh, man, I cannot wait. That's wild stuff, Herb, just wild.
Yeah. It's pretty wild. But anyways, as former adventurers, we feel particularly suited to finding out whether this beast is a real flesh and blood monster.
Or just a legend.
Yeah.
And in order to prove that a cryptid is real, you need hardcore evidence. You need to either meet one in person, or maybe you need a corpse, perhaps some scatological evidence.
Yep.
You need something that you can point to and say, this thing is as real as it gets.
Oh, yeah. And we're gonna make it our mission to find that evidence.
Exactly. So, like Herb mentioned before, we used to be full-time adventurers, going all over Psygea, fighting baddies, getting riches, all that good stuff. But one day, we found this wonderful little town called Mistress Glen, where it is just gorgeous every day of the year. And we said to ourselves, you know what? This place is so nice, and we are so tired of being chased around by monsters, camping out in the wild, sleeping on rocks and all that stuff.
Yep.
Why don't we just hang up our cloaks and retire?
Yeah.
And we did.
We did. No regrets.
No. Oh, man, we love it here, and we've been here ever since. We are so happy. But it was not long before we started hearing the stories of this beast stalking the countryside and scaring folks half to death. Ain't that right?
Yeah, well, at least it's scaring us and the other members of the Mistress Glen Cryptid Club. I don't know if the general populace is scared, but they should be.
Oh, they absolutely should be. All right, Herb, let's do it. Let's get down to business.
Let's do it.
Tell us about this cryptid we are on the hunt for.
The cryptid that we are going to be attempting to find is called the Cinderwood Walker.
Oh, man, it just sounds spooky.
Yeah. over time, there have of course been some sightings. Without having any, like you said, scatological evidence, it's hard to verify these claims.
Yeah.
So, we're trying to get our eyeballs on one of these things and maybe a baggie full of evidence.
All right. So the folks who claim to have seen it, what are they saying about the Cinderwood Walker?
Well, bud, the interesting thing about the Cinderwood Walker sightings is there are wild inconsistencies as far as the physical description, which is probably why people feel that they can debunk the walker.
Interesting. What kind of inconsistencies?
Some people have described it as a four-legged goat monster. Some people say that it's bipedal. And other people say that it has the head of a bat.
Head of a bat. Okay.
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
The way I heard it, it's got these great big wings. It's flying all around, scaring folks, all that stuff. So nobody can seem to agree what it looks like. What do you think that is all about?
My theory is that maybe there's more than one, which I would love because that means that we could spot a whole family of cryptids.
Oh boy. Oh, Herb. Okay, yeah, your chances of seeing one probably go way up if there's a whole bunch of them around. But if they're as scary as they sound, meeting a whole family sounds, ill-advised.
Maybe, yeah, probably.
Okay, so accounts of the walker are all different, but there is one thing that people do agree on.
The stench.
The stench.
Apparently the smell is so bad, people say that it can kill.
It can kill. Oh my gosh, man, that must be a pretty bad smell.
Yeah.
I have heard the smell is so bad, it will burn your eyeballs straight out your skull. Oh God, my eyes. Oh no.
Like cutting 75 onions at the same time. Real bad.
But after the onions have already taken the trip through somebody's poopy chutes.
Yep, that's the smell.
Now, Herb, there is another part of the Cinderwood Walker legend, and that is when it is sighted, somebody goes missing. Have you heard that?
I have heard that. And you know, a lot of people say that that is just a scare tactic that parents use to keep their kids from running into the forest at night. But I don't know. Legends exist for a reason, right?
They do. Legends, old wives' tales, they are often based on some kernel of truth. Here's the funny thing, though. Mistress Glen, and really just the Verdant Valley in general, it ain't like a lot of places you and I have been. They ain't really got no monsters around here at all. So, don't you think it's interesting that mamas tell their little ones these cautionary tales about spooky monsters when this is just about the safest, most peaceful place we have ever been?
It's so interesting. There are questions that need answers.
All right. Well, Herb, it's like you said. This here is an investigative funcast. We're not just going to chitter-chat about it. We're going to get out there. We're going to look for this thing.
That's exactly right. And we just so happen to be going to the Cinderwood to meet up with Grondar Pawsniff tonight.
Oh, y'all are in for a special treat.
Yep.
If y'all don't know Grondar, he's the proprietor of Pawsniffer's Trading Post right here in Mistress Glen. He sells 100% vegan leathers and furs. He's a ranger, just a handsome old fella, and he allegedly had a one-on-one close encounter with a real Cinderwood Walker herd. We are gonna go out to meet him. He's gonna show us where he was, what he saw. He's gonna tell us all about it right after this commercial. Y'all stick around.
Are you ready to experience a new level of connection? In the heart of Mistress Glen, a mycelial revolution is underway. Welcome to MyComm, the company that's transforming the way we communicate. We've intertwined ancient druidic magic with a natural underground web of mushroom roots called a mycelium network to connect the furthest reaches of the Verdant Valley directly into your home. Sit back and relax as crystal clear sound is delivered straight to your ears. No more waiting for the town crier or word of mouth. Stay informed and entertained at the flip of a switch. With our state-of-the-art fungal fiber technology, you can tune into local broadcasts, music performances, and thrilling dramas that will leave you on the edge of your seat. Join the countless satisfied customers who have already installed our easy-to-use microwave, designed to fit seamlessly into your home. And with its sleek mushroom wood cabinet, it will add a touch of elegance to any room. Don't be left in the past. Visit your nearest MyComm store and order yours today. MyComm, where mushrooms and magic meet.
Alright, so we're now going to be heading out to the Cinderwood, where Grondar Pawsniff is going to be taking us to the spot where he saw the Cinderwood Walker.
Oh, looky there. Here comes Grondar right now. Grondar, thank you so much for meeting us out here today. You know Herb, of course.
I do.
Good to see you, Grondar.
Oh man, we are so excited. We cannot believe you've had this amazing experience. We're just gonna hand the reins over to you. You just lead us to where we're going and tell us everything. We are all ears.
Oh my, well, hello listeners. My name is Grondar Pawsniff, and is this good so far?
You're doing great, Grondar.
Okay, great. Okay, so
Just pretend like the mushroom mic isn't here. You've got it.
I'm not much for talking, but okay, let me get into it. The Blight Root is one of the best places to find the best mushrooms. So this is where I come out into the forest and find the best shrooms.
Grondar, for folks out there who maybe don't know what the Blightroot is, could you explain to them what is the Blightroot?
We're heading there now. It's an old black tree. It's pretty much direct center of the Cinderwood, and one incredible thing about it is that there's always a clearing around the old Blightroot. You'll go through a mile or two of extremely dense forest, and then you'll hit this clearing, and you know that you're close because you start to be able to see almost a field with just this black tree in the middle of it.
Yeah, it's just a spooky place. Oh, wow.
It does, in fact, give you a very uneasy feeling because, number one, you're the type of person that has the ability to see in darkness.
Like me. And Herb. Herb, you can see in the dark pretty good, right?
No, absolutely not. I'm very scared of the dark.
Oh, well, we're going to a pretty dark place today. I hope you're gonna be alright, Herb.
I'm usually okay as long as you're there.
I got your shell, don't you worry.
Well, Herb, let me explain what happens. So when you turn off the lights, Bud and I can usually see grayscale for the most part.
Yeah, you can't see no colors, but you can still see stuff pretty good.
Some call it dark vision. Here's the thing about that clearing in the old Blightroot is that when you get to that spot, your dark vision fails you. And I'm not exactly sure why.
That's unsettling. That's very unsettling.
Oh wow, that's freaky. Now, most folk don't like to go out to the Blightroot because it's all spooky and whatnot, but you don't seem to mind too much. It don't bother you. How come?
My profession demands that I find the finest crop of mushroom. But as far as I know, I am the only vegan leather maker and furrier in these parts.
Oh wow. But why the Blightroot exactly?
I'll be honest, I avoided it like most people in the area for many years. But the closer I would get to the old Blightroot, the better the quality of the mushrooms.
Wow. Really?
That's the amazing thing about it. The closer that you get, you realize that the old Blightroot has become a haven for these mycelium, these mushrooms.
Wow. All right. So take us back to this night. You are out in the woods, you're looking for mushrooms, and what happens?
Well, it was a night like any other. It was time for me to do some harvesting. But as I reached the clearing, I gave my usual offering to the blight root, which is I bring a few mushrooms back to it, ones that I have collected, as a show of peace. For some reason, it feels like the right thing to do. And immediately I knew that something was different. The first thing that I saw walking up were tracks. And they were tracks unlike anything I've ever seen before.
My.
Well, these hooves were surrounded by claws, and then also what looked like a footprint. So I saw 3 types of different tracks.
What?
In a same pattern. Perhaps if you were looking for a deer, you would see deer hooves, right? A feline creature would have pads.
Right.
Well, this had all 3.
Now, I think it's worth noting real quick here, in case we didn't mention it before. Grondar, how long have you been a ranger?
Well, I've been a ranger for going on 30 years now.
Yeah, a long time. So, y'all, we are speaking today with someone who has decades of experience. You are just some uninformed noob out here who thinks they've seen something supernatural, when, in fact, you were looking at something totally natural. You know what you're looking at, and when you see something you can't understand, it's for reals.
That's right.
All right, okay. You're using these skills that you've developed over such a long time, and you're now seeing something you can't explain.
I could not explain it.
Triple tracks.
Triple tracks.
And then what happened?
Well, you could easily tell, based on the pattern, that this was not 2 or 3 animals walking together closely. This was one creature, and that was immediately a cause for alarm, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a turducken.
Could be like a turducken. It could be, yeah.
Hang on. I ain't never heard of no turducken. Is that another cryptid?
Oh, no, it's not another cryptid. It's a dish that I saw a recipe for when we were in Calandria. However, it is quite meat heavy, so I've actually taken and rejiggered the recipe. So on the Giving Thanks holiday, I like to make a tofuckin instead.
All right. So that's a turd and an uck and a hen?
No, it's like a tofu dish, but it's mimicking having a chicken inside of a duck inside of a turkey.
Oh.
A tofuckin.
Toe-fucking. That sounds pretty good. Okay, let's get back on track here.
Okay, all right, yeah. Anyway, so after the tracks, the hair on the back of my neck stood up, and then I smelled it. I pride myself in being able to not be overly hyperbolic person. But I tell you what, this smell was incapacitating. My eyes started watering. My nose started watering. It was horrible.
Okay, all right. Well, that's a classic. That is a classic Cinderwood Walker sign.
Yep. Mm-hmm. All right, so...
What else?
Well, here's the thing. As you know, I'm also a cryptid enthusiast.
Oh, yeah.
While all of my senses were on fire, and I admit I was starting to feel a little bit frightened, I was also extremely excited.
Sure.
Because was this it? Was this the Cinderwood Walker?
Yeah.
After all this time. The third element was this. It came what it seemed to be from the center of the clearing, where the blight root would be. But here's the thing. I was suddenly pitched into an inky black darkness. So I'm smelling this thing. I lose sight of the tracks. And then at that moment, I hear it. Do you play music? Either of you play music?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We have some music down at the Nug on Tuesday nights. Bud is really great at the karaoke.
We rock a good open mic night. Mm-hmm.
It had a low tone of whispering, a bass note, and then on top of that, a sort of an octave up was another tone, very similar, whispering the same things. And then there was a sort of what they call a tritone. It was even above that. It was absolutely everywhere. I was in the dark, smelling this thing, hearing this, and the whispering became slowly louder and louder. And all I wanted to do was see this thing. But my heart was beating so fast. I also wanted to run, to be honest. I wanted to get the heck out of there.
Well, of course you did. That's absolutely terrifying.
Look, fellas, I'm getting a little scared and snacky. Why don't we take a short rest here, and we can hear from one of our sponsors before we press on towards the Blight Route.
I'm crazy Crygglinnexerflump Buddlicker. Come on down to Crygglinnexerflump's Curiosities and Magical Sundries. We're slashing prices on all pre-owned portable holes. Come on down here, you gotta see these glorious holes. Is your house overflowing with tchotchkes and you wish you had a little more room? Or maybe your wife kicked you out of the house and you just need a place to hunker down. Get yourself in one of these holes today. Grab everyone you know and get your butts down here. My pal Pickle's cooking up a whole pot of beans and would love to serve you some. Ain't that right, Pickle? That's right, bud. Here at Crygglinnexerflump's Curiosities, we love beans. You're damn right we do. I'm so crazy, I'm giving away free beans. And if you purchase a portable hole today, we'll fill it to the brim with delicious, juicy beans. We have baked beans, refried beans, all kinds of beans. Holes, wands, magic rings. You want it? We probably got it. And all of our merchandise is 100% lawfully procured and ready for resale with our Finders Keepers guarantee. At Crygglinnexerflumps, everything's on the up and up, except for our prices. So come on down here, we're just off old Cinderwood Road right behind Milky Bob's Wagon Repair. People say I'm full of beans, and they may be right, but I know for the best price in town, come on down to Crygglinnexerflumps. So, here we are at the clearing, and man, I gotta tell you, Blight Root in person, whew, it's just spooky as hell. I'm feeling as nervous as a worm in a bear convention, Herb. How are you feeling?
I'm not feeling super great.
Oh man, I know, don't you worry now, it's gonna be alright. Now, Grondar, we are now standing where you had your encounter with the Cinderwood Walker. Walk us through what happened.
When I saw this creature, it was all this inky black in front of me. So it was almost as if the entire clearing had been engulfed in a black fog. And I just stood here, terrified. But I didn't want to move, just in case. All right, and so come over right here. Yeah, stand right here. So at this very spot, I looked out and suddenly the clouds just parted. Just moved away. The entire fog just drifted into the trees, leaving the clearing and the moon shining. And I look out and I see this thing. At first I think as the root duplicated itself, because this enormous thing, was standing beside the old Blight Root. I thought I was seeing double, but no. The thing next to the old Blight Root starts moving. It had antlers that were jutting out from its head, much like branches would from a tree. They were uneven, and they were frightening in their chaos. The next thing I saw were dots, where I assumed its face would be, and these dots were glowing this yellowish green color, almost as if they had been lit from the inside out, that you could almost see beams of this yellow pointing directly to me, and it was looking at me. It only had eyes for me. It seemed to have 2 front feet, much like my own feet, but it also had hooves in the back, and then another leg ended in giant paw. So I immediately thought, is it a giant possum? Is it a giant goat? Any of these things could have been true. But again, let me stress, this was enormous. Think of a moose, perhaps, but a moose has proportions that make sense. This thing did not make sense. It turned its head in some sort of bird-like way, and it maybe had a beak. Oh man, I've never seen anything like this. As the clouds parted, I could see the prints that I had been tracking were filled with rot that also had this sort of yellow-green tinge to them. And mushrooms, but mushrooms that I probably, if I saw them in the wild again, I would immediately walk away, because they did not look right.
Oh my God.
It's haunting my dreams.
That sounds terrifying.
Really scary.
And then as quickly as it appeared, gone. I mean, not even just a slow fading away, but I was staring at it. Maybe like a little patch of fog just went between me and the tree and this thing, and it was gone.
Just disappeared into the night.
I'm not ashamed to say that I ran with all of my speed back home.
Wow.
Running seems like the sensible thing to have done, because what you just described is absolutely terrifying.
So, what are the chances that we might recreate that experience here tonight? What do we need to do?
Should we offer some mushrooms?
Let's try it.
Okay. Do you have some for snacking, too? If you don't have any for snacking, I brought some celery.
I'll just put them right here.
What was that?
Oh, hell no. We got to get the up out of here.
It came from over there.
Oh my God. Y'all is Pickle.
Oh, bud, I fell down the hill.
Well, you sure did, man. Are you okay? Here, come on, get up. Here, let me brush you off.
Oh, thanks, bud.
Pickle, what are you doing here? You scared us half to death, man.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was back at the shop and I was thinking it would sure be nice to go see the Cinderwood Walker with Bud and Herb. And so I just wanted to see. And
don't you know it's dangerous out here? We don't want you to get hurt or nothing.
Pickle, did you fall into a pile of...
Ooh, or a pile of dead bodies? You smell terrible, man.
Not good. Not good.
What in the nine hells is that?
The smelling Pickle. Run!
Oh!
Herb, I can't run. Help me.
Pickle, Bud, jump on my shell. Let's go.
Help, Bud, help me. Help me, I can't get up.
Pickle! Alright, just calm down, man. Here, I'm gonna give you a boost. Just put your foot in here. Come on. Ugh. Oh, okay, Herb, we're on.
We're going.
Herb, I ain't gonna hurry up. Oh,
I'm going as fast as I can, Bud.
it's right behind us. It's right behind us. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Keep running. Up ahead on the left, there's a small cave.
Hurry up.
I'm going as fast as I can, Bud. I can't see.
Follow my voice. There's a narrow opening. The thing won't be able to follow. Come on.
Grondar, my shell, it's too round. I can't fit.
Bud, jump down and push. I've got your shell. I'll pull you in. So close.
Almost there. Almost there.
Okay, I'm in.
All right, everybody, get in the back. Get as far back as you can.
Here, everybody behind me. He won't see us if we pretend we're under the shell. It's just a garden. Come on, under me.
my God, that smell! Oh, that ain't natural. That just ain't natural. Oh my God, I've never smelled something so bad in my whole life. Herb, kill me now. I feel like I'll never be cheerful again.
But it's okay. You just need to calm down. Close your eyes. Go to your happy place. There's rubies everywhere. So much gold. Just think about the gold.
The gold? I'm gonna dive in that gold. I can swim around it.
Oh yeah, swim around in the gold. And then shut the fuck up.
Quiet. Don't move. Is everybody okay?
I don't feel so good.
Oh, pickle. Oh boy. Here, have some ginger. See if that'll settle your tummy. Ugh.
Oh, man, that's chunky. What did you eat, man?
You had lunch at the Tasty Nugget, didn't you?
It was meatloaf, Teddy. It's my favorite.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my God, Herb, please tell me we got all that. Did we get it?
We got all of it. But, sugar honey iced tea. I think the my quarter is almost out of juice.
We shouldn't stay here. Come on, let's just...
The Adventures of Bud and Herb is brought to you by Cinderwood Studios. Created and written by Anna Fitzgerald and Evan Bivins, Episode 1, Welcome to Mistress Glen, stars Evan Bivins as Crygglinnexerflump Bud, Buddlicker, and Pickle Grimsby. Anna Fitzgerald as Herb, Matthew Bivins as Grondar Pawsniff, and Alison Kendrick as the MyComm spokeswoman. Produced and edited by Anna Fitzgerald and Evan Bivins. Sound design by Evan Bivins. Original character art and poster by Bridgit Connell. And special thanks to Alejandro Tey and Greg Hess. You can find us on all social platforms at Bud and Herb.